Ever wonder about your true self, your destiny, or how you thrive? The answers might lie in the vital fluid flowing inside you. It's like a biological blueprint, a coded personal legacy. Today, we'll begin to unlock profound secrets of human biology. Specifically, what your unique blood type reveals about you. Each one is a distinct biological profile with inherent traits. Discover how yours dictates your strengths and vulnerabilities. The surprising implications for your life might truly astound you. Its prevalence comes from being the human genetic default. It represents the blood of our ancient hunter-gatherer ancestors, reflecting the oldest metabolic signature known to us. The remarkable advantage of type O blood is its Teflon shield. This is because your red blood cells possess a smooth surface. They naturally lack the sticky A or B antigens on their exterior. This inherent fluidity offers a significant cardiovascular benefit. Your blood circulates with significantly reduced resistance, which notably lowers your risk of dangerous blood clots and heart attacks, unlike the sticky blood common in type A. Research from the University of Sheffield reveals that type O individuals often possess more gray matter within their posterior cerebellum, suggesting a neuroprotective buffer. While AB blood types struggle with cognitive decline, type O brains appear designed to withstand the decay of aging, embodying the original human model built for resilience and endurance. During the COVID-19 pandemic, type O individuals consistently demonstrated a reduced risk of severe infection and subsequent hospitalization. The virus heavily depends on clot formation and vascular damage to inflict its worst effects. However, to support a hunter's demanding lifestyle, type O bodies generate naturally higher levels of stomach acid. In the Stone Age, this was crucial for digesting raw meat and eliminating parasites. Yet today, this increased acidity can cause problems like peptic ulcers and reflux. Your stomach often acts like an incinerator that struggles to power down. Type O bodies also release stronger hunger signals when protein is low, leading to anxiety or shakiness if meals are delayed. Your nervous system still operates on the expectation of a successful hunt. Now, here's a surprising biological secret many doctors overlook. If mosquitoes seem to target you over friends, you're absolutely right. This isn't paranoia. It's simply your unique biology at play. Scientific investigations with Aedes aegypti mosquitoes indicate they frequently land on type O individuals almost twice as often as on type A. The reason? It's a unique biological trade-off. Your skin secretes a specific saccharide signal acting as a biological beacon, effectively signaling to insects that you are a desirable meal. However, there's an evolutionary advantage. Despite more bites, you're statistically more resistant to severe forms of malaria. The malaria parasite finds it difficult to bond with your smooth, antigen-free blood cells. It's unable to form the deadly clumps called rosettes that prove fatal to other blood types. So, your unique survival comes at the cost of itchy skin. Next, we examine O-negative blood, famously known as the universal donor. It stands as the most valuable liquid resource in emergency medicine. In chaotic trauma bays, with a patient rapidly bleeding out and no time for blood type testing, doctors urgently demand O-negative. It can be transfused into anyone, AB positive or negative, without triggering an immune system attack. It acts like the stealth bomber of blood, slipping past all defenses to save lives. However, for the 7% of the population carrying it, this unique altruism can unfortunately become a restrictive cage. It's often referred to as the one-way valve phenomenon. You possess the ability to save others, but the world cannot reciprocate. You can only receive O-negative blood yourself. Receiving positive blood triggers your body's immune defenses. Your system will perceive the Rh protein as a foreign threat, consequently destroying the entire blood transfusion. This essentially puts you in a perpetual supply chain crisis. For O-negative women, a profound historical risk also exists. If an O-negative mother carries an O-positive baby inherited from the father, her immune system might perceive the fetus not as her child, but as a foreign parasite. Her antibodies could then cross the placenta and attack the baby's blood, a condition known as Rh incompatibility. For millennia, this represented a silent tragedy that could historically end entire family lines. Fortunately, a shot called Rogum now solves this issue, effectively cloaking the baby from the mother's immune system. This serves as a stark reminder that your blood type was once a ruthless biological filter for survival itself. Next, we turn to A positive, often called the cultivator's shield. Leaving the original blood, we enter the era of the first cities. A positive is intrinsically linked to the agrarian revolution. This blood type currently circulates through approximately 34% of the global population, emerging when humans transitioned from nomadic life to settled farming communities. Life then meant living in tight, crowded communities, often knee-deep in both livestock and human waste. To endure this bacterial soup, the body developed the A antigen. This antigen functions as a sophisticated biochemical doorman, standing guard on your cells to identify threats. It excels at identifying and combating infections prevalent in crowded areas, such as influenza. However, this significant evolutionary upgrade came with a major trade-off that dramatically altered type A biology. If type O blood is akin to water, then type A blood more closely resembles thick syrup. You naturally possess elevated levels of the von Willebrand factor and various other potent clotting agents. In 5000 BC, this characteristic was an undeniable superpower. If a plow caused a leg injury, your blood would clot almost instantly, ensuring survival. However, today, that very same biological mechanism can be lethal. It makes you statistically more susceptible to blood clots, including deep vein thrombosis and strokes. You are biologically programmed to seal non-existent wounds, potentially turning your arteries into clogged pipes if you remain sedentary. However, the most striking type A trait is chemical anxiety. Individuals with type A blood naturally exhibit higher baseline levels of cortisol, often called the stress hormone. Furthermore, when stressed, your body struggles to effectively clear it. However, the Rh deficiency brings an additional layer of danger. Such a condition resembles a precarious builder. Individuals possess the dense, clot-forming blood typical of farmers, yet face a restricted donor supply due to their negative type. The unique threat in this situation is where stress meets resource limitations. Due to a negative person's exhibiting an elevated cortisol level, their system remains perpetually undergoing inflammatory reactions. The presence of both intense inflammation and a curtailed capacity for blood product intake, such circumstances create a patient presenting in immense surgical difficulties. Additionally, an unexplored facet of this phenomenon is one which cancer experts are only now beginning to chart. Latest comprehensive studies point to the fact that individuals with non-O blood, particularly type A, encompassing both positive and negative forms, show a markedly increased likelihood, statistically, of developing pancreatic malignancy, as well as pronounced diabetes versus type O individuals. It's hypothesized that the A antigen fosters a distinct form of inflammatory activity within gastrointestinal structures that, throughout many years, has the potential to induce cell alterations. This outcome poses a balancing act. The body's immune system excels at combating bacteria, yet it finds patrolling internal elements challenging. Organs. AB negative, often termed the plasma ghost, represents a unique characteristic. Should humanity be considered a vast biological dataset, AB negative serves as its distinct deviation, comprising the planet's most uncommon blood group. Present within the circulatory system of below 1% of all mankind. In certain parts of Asia, its statistical presence is virtually nil, prompting medical professionals to refer to it as panda blood. To be an AB negative individual is to be considered a biological phantom. This blood type marks the most recent genetic shift in human evolution, a fusion combining traits from the farmer, type A, and the nomad, type B, all without the Rh factor. Such characteristics render you a biological enigma. Among all bodily components, your red blood cells are the most discerning members. Acceptance of blood is restricted to negative type donors alone. In a situation of heavy blood loss on a gurney, you are unable to receive transfusions from the vast majority of people. One treads a perilous path like a tightrope walker lacking a net. Nevertheless, an intriguing aspect maintains one's importance. While your red cells are quite particular, your plasma, the invaluable liquid transporting them, acts as a universal solvent. Since you do not possess antibodies against A or B markers, this plasma is universally compatible for transfusion to anyone across the globe. Hospitals specializing in severe burns or shock centers, AB plasma is revered as liquid platinum. You possess the unique capability to save all persons via your plasma, even though very few can offer cellular rescue to you. This rare characteristic, however, has an underlying expense, termed the gray fog, an extensive, multi-decade investigation. Recognized as the regards study reasons for geographic and racial differences in stroke, observed beyond 30,000 individuals. The findings were quite surprising, indicating that those with AB blood types had an 82% higher likelihood towards developing issues in cognition and memory, potentially culminating in dementia, contrasting with individuals of type O. What is the mechanism? It seems related to factor VII, a clotting protein that is inherently more plentiful within AB blood. Through the decades, this sticky protein creates a tiny obstruction in the circulatory network in your capillaries, thereby gradually lessening oxygen delivery to your neural pathways. While you represent the rarest segment of humanity, greater effort is demanded to keep your intellect keen. Next, we discuss B positive, identified as the Himalayan Sherpa. The discussion now turns to elevated terrain. B positive represents a symbol of resilience for those traversing formidable routes. Occurring in approximately 9% of humanity, this blood type vividly illuminates the prevalence maps across the Himalayas, the Ural Mountains, and the Asian steppes. It serves as a genetic blueprint tracing back to nomadic ancestors. For those with B positive blood, their ancestral roots weren't established in static cities. Instead, those individuals constantly traveled and frequently guiding livestock across tough, frigid landscapes. This heritage has bestowed upon you a potent metabolic drive. Contrary to blood types A or O, which commonly experience lactose sensitivity, type B's development occurred with a food regimen featuring fermented dairy products and robust meats. Your gastrointestinal tract is chemically more adept at dismantling fats and transform them into energy. What truly defines type B, however, is its highly reactive immune defense system. Your ancestors faced continual contact with fresh pathogens during their wanderings. Consequently, for their survival, their immune system developed an aggressive nature. Its method is to attack first and question thereafter. Consequently, B-positive people are exceptionally resistant to past epidemics such as smallpox. Nevertheless, in the contemporary pristine environment, this combative system can become disengaged. Without external threats to face, it occasionally targets you. This explains why type B has a statistically greater susceptibility to autoimmune illnesses, for instance, lupus, multiple sclerosis, as well as chronic fatigue syndrome. Your body's internal army is so potent it can sometimes inadvertently target its host's neural system as an aggressor. A further aspect is a nutritional snare in this context. While you can readily consume dairy, you exhibit a particular vulnerability to lectins that exist in chicken and corn. Research findings suggest these specific food proteins can bind or coalesce within type B blood. creating an effect similar to a decelerated metabolism. If you are B positive and you find yourself fatigued following a standard chicken and rice gym meal, the factor is its chemistry, not its carbohydrates. B negative, often termed the phantom nomad. If B positive embodies the wanderer, B negative corresponds to the solitary. It's observed in under 2% of people. It stands as one of the most isolating biological identifiers on the globe. Individuals with this blood type are navigating a precarious medical path. Your immune profile mirrors the aggressive nature of B positive, with its extremely reactive defense system for pathogens. However, you are devoid of the protective protein covering your erythrocytes. For a trauma ward, your presence causes a logistical difficulty. Only O-negative or other B-negative types can provide you with blood. That is the sole option. When journeying through areas of the world where this particular blood type is statistically nearly absent, for example in regions in South America, even a minor incident transforms into a critical life and death gamble, or a pathogen lockout. However, an odd advantage presents itself. Because B-negative is exceptionally uncommon and inherently unique, specific modern viruses struggle to adhere to your cells. Consequently, you are effectively employing a biological framework which is incompatible with pathogens targeting the general public. You represent a biological rarity, difficult to medicate, yet challenging to eradicate. A B positive, the modern chimera. This particular blood type should not exist theoretically. It is not an adaptation to any environmental factors. Its existence is the product of human migration and intermixing. It operates as the body's universal absorbent. Since you carry both A and B antigens, your system recognizes all as innate. You are categorized as the universal recipient. If you are experiencing severe blood loss, you can receive transfusions from the hunter, farmer, nomad, or even the ghost. You are the safest individual to be in an emergency care facility. Nevertheless, this universal acceptance comes with a hidden drawback, akin to a Trojan horse. Because your immune system readily welcomes foreign blood, it also extends this welcome to entities it shouldn't. This phenomenon is termed the open gate syndrome. AB blood types exhibit a significantly weaker defense against specific cancers and viral infections due to their immune system being less inclined to identify invaders as alien. It demonstrates excessive tolerance. Your system functions as a sanctuary, occasionally admitting malevolent elements. The cardiovascular system of an AB individual is intricate, and under the strain of creating life, it is statistically more prone to spikes in blood pressure when compared to resilient O-types. You are the newest model on display, but not all of its operational flaws have been resolved yet. Your blood type serves not as a horoscope, but as an inherent design. It dictates whether your blood flows like water or with the viscosity of honey, whether your immune system operates as a precise sniper or a vigilant bouncer, and if you become a global rescuer or merely a solitary survivor. And if your role is saving humanity or simply surviving alone. Type O individuals serve as anchors, displaying strong resistance to both malaria and cognitive deterioration. Yet, they are more susceptible to ulcers and issues with bleeding. Type A individuals are seen as the builders, having weathered various plagues thanks to their strong clotting ability. However, they frequently succumb to present-day stress and cardiac ailments. For Type B individuals, often described as nomads, their robust immune systems come with a vulnerability to autoimmune conditions, essentially friendly fire. Those with Type AB blood are considered hybrids, acting as universal receivers. However, this advantage often comes at the cost of diminished cognitive clarity. Each of us traverses a unique evolutionary journey, bearing both the enduring marks and inherent advantages inherited from ancestors unknown to us. So, the important inquiry remains: Do you find yourself living in harmony with your own distinct path? I'm curious to learn your position within this intricate evolutionary hierarchy. Perhaps you're the universal blood donor, O negative, or perhaps the uncommon biological enigma, AB negative. Head to the comments section below and share your blood type immediately. Also, I'm curious. Did the mosquito attraction theory validate a hunch you've held throughout your entire life? Should you have discovered insights by deciphering the hidden directives encoded within your physiology, please ensure you press that like button to allow us to continue producing these in-depth explorations.